lahat ng ating mga kaguruan at ang ating mga kabataan na nandito sa ating pamantasan at ang tinatawag nating KAPP. So today po, ating tinataguyod ang ating 2012 to 2013 UP Third World Study Center Public Forum Series. At ang nangunguna sa buwan na to ay ang tema, ang tama ba sa UP, tama rin sa bayan. Ito ang kanilang Public Forum number 5 at tinitignan natin ang katanungan, nagagampanan ba ng KAPP ang pagpapasidhi ng nasyonalismong Pilipino sa UP? So sa araw na to, meron tayong mga magsasalita na mukhang kami ay dati ng mga magkakakilala noong mga unang panahon. A century that has gone by and we're still here as we're moving into the current century. And to start with, we have with us ang ating magiting na dekano upang buksan at bigyan tayo ng paunang pambungad na pananalita, at yan ay ang ating dekano na si Michael L. Tan. Dr. Michael L. Tan, please give us your opening remarks. Palakpakan po natin ang ating dekano.
Salamat, Dr. Rogelia. Salamat din sa Third World Study Center sa pag-organisa ng forum na ito. Mag-umpisa ako dito sa mag-ano ako ng isang kwento para mag-set, may set to put the proper ambience to the talk this afternoon. Last year, last year ba yan? Noong Pebrero, nag-organize ang kolehiyo ng isang orientation workshop para sa mga pumasa sa UPCA. Kasi ang Ateneo, pag may results na ng admissions, sa kanila may dinner yan, para sa mga pumasa at sa mga magulang nila. Yung UP, walang pera. Nag-ano lang kami ng workshop, may merienda, walang dinner. No? Anyway, what struck me during the orientation, maraming mga magulang na dumating. At ang layunin dito is to convince them to come to UP and not to Ateneo. And we tried our best, and I think we were fairly successful. I was very struck by, paulit-ulit kasi ito, no? May lumabas na tanong from several parents at paulit-ulit na yung at ang tanong nga nila, totoo ba na ang UP daw ay may Filipino, exclusively Filipino policy? Takot na takot sila. Hindi daw kaya ng mga anak nila. Meron daw professors na ang term paper daw at recitation kailangan daw Filipino. No? At umabot ng point na you could tell they were very, very dismayed and distressed, no? About this. No? And it made me realize nga na ang UP naka-identify talaga sa Filipino policy, which is a very good policy. No? But I think there have been misinterpretations. Ang tingin nga nila na exclusively Filipino. No? Kung tusin kasi, ang policy natin, lalo pa sa GE courses, is to encourage the use of Filipino. Pero hindi pa rin ito natutupad, no? For many different reasons. No? But I'm sharing that just to show that UP does have this reputation of promoting nationalism and the language, the use of Filipino is just one aspect of that nationalism. And for better or for worse, we live with it. I say for better or for worse because I really suspect that there are parents who don't let their kids come to UP because of that language policy. Natakot sila, no? Kung puro Filipino daw, hindi daw papasa or hindi makakasumma cum laude. And this has actually kept people away, which is a shame. No? At any rate, we are determined here at UP and especially sa CSSP to push on with initiatives around nationalism, and they're not limited to the use of Filipino, and we're going to see that reflected this afternoon. And this takes me actually to a bit more konti pang kwento dito. No? Parang nag-reunion kasi kami dito. No? We've known each other through the years but hindi kami magkabarkada. No? But for some reason, lumitaw ang mga student numbers natin. I forgot who was the first one to give her student number. I said, oh my goodness, I was 1 year before you. Tapos yung isa naman, basta it turned out magkasunod kaming apat. Okay? I will not tell you which one has which number, but our numbers were 70, 71, 72, 1973. Wala na lang yung sino ng bunso, hindi ako yan, no? Much as I would like to. But it's telling us the fact that our speakers entered UP during those years might help to explain to you bakit nga yung mga paksa natin ngayon, Filipino, ang paggamit ng mother language, we were products of that time, the 70s. And it should not be surprising that so much was going on in CSSP around the issues of nationalism. But the fact that we came into UP in the 70s, kaya baligtad na ang gagawin natin ngayong hapon, 70s, ilang taon na yan? 40 years. No? So we entered UP 40 years ago. Kung magaling kayo sa math, makakaano din kayo kung anong edad namin. Sir Greg, wag na lang. Student number ni Sir Greg. No? It's about that time as well, right? Nag-aabot din tayo. Hindi ko na kinuwento kung kay Dr. Rogelia, no? She's a bit earlier than us, right? And I will leave her to, she can decide whether she'll want to tell you where she was in 72, no, nung nag-martial law. Anyway, it's important, baliktad na nga tayo ngayon because we feel we have to bridge this gap of 40 years. And in a way, it's a review for us, meaning what has happened during those 40 years. And I'm afraid the picture is not very good. No? Meaning after 40 years, we're still grappling, we're still trying to orient ourselves. In fact, may move ngayon sa kolehiyo na babalik ulit sa indigenization movement by departments, hindi lang sa psychology. No? And give us a bit more time, we are trying to look for ways to move this forward, and we hope that kayong mga estudyante din will be able to participate in this. No? It's also interesting that one of our speakers, ang dalawa kasi will talk on Sikolong Pilipino, no? which sumibol yan sa around that time, the 70s. No? Dr. Nolasco, on the other hand, will talk about the mother language policy. I will leave it to him to explain. It goes beyond the use of Filipino, but it is also a very interesting development because it is now a national policy to use mother language. And I feel it could only come about because Dr. Nolasco pushed for it and because Dr. Nolasco is a product of UP. And this is not chauvinism. Na parang only UP could have advanced such an issue, driving it to the level of national policy. And we can be very proud of that. And yet, we also note with dismay that there are universities today that have an English-only policy. Very, very disappointing. Parang after 40 years, ito ba bakit nga umabot tayo ng punto na English-only? No? Ano ba yan? Malaking mga banners. No? We are an English-only campus. No? And sometimes I want to go in and tell them, shame on you. No? But give me a few more years. Kung matanda na ako, pwede ko nang gawin. No? Pero masyadong bata pa ako. Wala pa akong karapatan mag-taray. No? So I do not want to take time from the others. I hope this sets the context. And I would like to be very bold here and think that maybe even 10 years from now, some of you will be speakers at the forum. And you will be saying, ang student number ninyo ay 2011, 2010, 2013, and you will be speaking on how we moved this nationalism project forward through new initiatives. Baka by that time, mga members na rin kayo ng faculty, at lalong bibilis itong mga initiatives natin around nationalism. Maraming salamat.